Hey, so you might be wondering, where have I been in these last 2 weeks? So yeah, 2 weeks has been passed since I've started living here in Japan. Really, I've just been working on a lot of admin and getting things done for the long term and sort of things. So these things are pretty much like looking for my long-term accommodation. So since I'm living in Japan, I'll need to, rent my own apartment place. I could choose from like service apartments to, shared places, but I think renting my own place seems to be more the right choice for myself. So I have been apartment hunting and, looking at apartments, looking around, touring, and just seeing like, what do I like? Judging the cost, location, and whether I like the place. Then other than that is also registering for my ward. So in Japan, what you have to do is when you live in Japan, you have to register your location at your local ward. And basically you've got this resident card and you have to take it to the ward, and basically they'll do all the work to put your new address in. And whenever you move, you have to also tell them that you're moving from your current ward and then go to your new ward and register there as well. And this will appear on your residency card. So other than that, I built my PC in the same week as well. So I really needed a PC that could play Genshin properly. So I built my new PC and I'll show you a little quick montage of what I did and what it looks like. And then, getting it set up so that it works on my Mac. And right now I haven't decided on a monitor to buy, just because the one that I want doesn't really exist in Japan at the moment at the shops. I then had to create a bank account once I registered to the ward. I'm still waiting for the card to come along so that I can buy things and pay for things with a Japanese bank account here. So right now I'm just using Wise for the meantime, just to transfer money from Australia to Japan so that I can actually live here and survive on whatever money I have. So while you're living here, alright, being independent and living on your own, it means you'll have to, research into things to, do your daily chores or, things that you need to do in your life, such as laundry, kitchen, bathroom, toilet cleaning, all that jazz. So, understanding the language and what to buy and what are the brands is one of the things that I've been researching here and there, just to know what to buy and, understand how to use it and whether it's the right fit for me to use at home. The next part is also to look at appliances and homeware and furniture that I'll need for my new place, because right now this one's fully furnished because it's a service apartment. But what I'll actually need is to, buy a laundry machine, buy a fridge, microwave, kettle, cleaning supplies, all that jazz at my new place. So just doing a lot of research, trying to buy, your bed frame, that sort of stuff. So just making, something livable in my new place, which I'll be moving to in about probably 2-3 weeks. So the places that I go to just to have a look at this stuff, other than online shops and Amazon, Muji and Nitori. I can also go to IKEA, but I just wanted to have a look at those ranges before I jump back to my beloved IKEA. And then the other part is just looking at things that allow you to operate or live in Japan wherever you are. So that's mobile phone plans and home internet. So I haven't decided on those things yet, but I have an idea of what I want. I just need to understand how the home internet situation works at my new apartment. I've also been cooking at home, but whenever you look at the prices of meals when you go to any kind of restaurant here or any place that you can go and have a quick meal, it's really discouraging. Oh my god, I'm buying this salmon, it cost me 500 yen, and I gotta cook it, and whatnot here and do dishes, whereas I can just go to Yoshinoya and have a whole set meal with the salmon for $5 to $6. So about 500 to 600 yen. It's oh man. But really, I think cooking for me would just be something just develop skills at home. And when you're too lazy to go out to eat, even though going outside is just meters away from food. So yeah, I guess it's more hobby here than, you know, for survival to cook at home. But other than that, that's all the, you know, I guess, typical boring stuff, but really, it's not boring. You know, you're having fun, you know, getting excited about, oh, I could buy this and buy that for my new home. Like, this is what I really want to build my home to look like, kind of thing. But other than that, I've just been having fun. So I really like this anime called Spy Family. Everyone does. It's so super popular. The arcade, you know, they had like a promotion. You spend 500 yen and you get like clear files. But that got sold out on like the third day when I went to have a look. And so yeah, other than that, I went to the Spy Family pop-up shop, which I'll show you a little bit here. I then tried to also go to this Spy Family cafe, however it's completely booked out, so can't even get in. I did go to the venue to see if they had any free seats, but as expected of a very hyped up and popular series before the anime even existed, that it's, you know, super popular and everything is just hard to access if you don't get in early and reserve. Alrighty, so I did go and play arcade to, you know, get some Spy Family stuff. Didn't get any clear files because that's all run out, but I did pull like a lot of cloths, right? So this actually cost me a lot just because I wasn't playing in the most favorable situations for this particular game. It was already heavily used and I spent way too much. So as you can see, I've got like a bunch of cloths. Sadly no Lloyds, just Anyo's and yours. That's one design. The second design. The third design. And the last one. So yeah, those were the microfiber cloths that I got from the UFO catcher. What I also got when I was at the Spy Family pop-up shop is that I got a cup or a mug. So, like so, that's what it looks like. So yeah, this is the new cup that I got. I like this side better. The other side's got like this. So that's my new mug, because I don't have a mug, and I thought I may as well get something that looks good, right? So what else have I been doing? So I did go to Nico Doga Chokaigi, which is basically a massive convention for the Japanese video streaming platform, Nico Doga. And at this place you have a variety of you know, events or, you know, shows happening. So things from itashes to cooking to kabuki to you know, shogi and all that stuff. And one of the big things there for me was the VTuber Fest. So VTubers have been a big thing in Japan for many years now, you know, since Kizuna Ai, you know, started, who has recently gone on hiatus. But basically they have a concert that has on both days, day 1 and day 2, and I went to both of them, and especially on the day 2 video, I could see myself in the video quite easily since I was sitting right at the back, and you know, the back camera was always you know, able to see me. Anyways, I went to that. It was great fun. I really love concerts. I love the atmosphere and just like the environment. Seeing all the pin lights going up and down, and joining in and clapping and all that stuff. So quite a lot of fun. It's sad that you can't really shout or say anything during the concerts anymore due to COVID restrictions and that kind of hygiene these days. It used to be really cool just joining in this the hype, and like when your favorite artist comes out, you just like whoa and stuff like that. But sadly you can't do that now, so it kind of dulls part of the experience. But it's still a fun experience for me. And I guess I'll just show like a few clips of like what I saw there. It's not complete. I don't really like filming people or getting people's faces, because I'll have to blur them, and I respect people's privacies and not being revealed or exposed on the internet. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. convention, I've just been, you know, having fun with friends. So just going to the arcade, playing an old game called Ongeki, and just doing things like, you know, going to the bar, playing some darts and pool over drinks and food, and, you know, having dinners and stuff like that, and having a lot of food. Now, I don't really eat that much, but, you know, I do, you know, you go around to eat food. And since I'm here, I'm more, I guess, inclined to watch anime these days than I used to be when I'm in Australia. So these days I've been watching quite a number of animes, just, you know, easy stuff and things that I saw whilst I was at like Akihabara, or, you know, they had events for, or they had advertising for. So a bit of fun there. It was quite cool just to have a look at Akihabara and like see all the Genshin stuff being floating around. I don't play Genshin that much these days. It's really just, alright, I'll just do my dailies and I'll just, you know, do whatever event needs to be done quickly, and that's really it. I'm really behind with the story and stuff like that, but since I'm in Japan, you know, I want to spend time, you know, doing things here, but I'm pacing myself because I don't want to overburn myself, and I want to properly rest as well, because some nights you're just, you know, too hyped about the whole thing. The other thing is I've been maintaining my studies, so going to things like Starbucks just to, you know, relax and have a drink and, you know, study a bit of what I need to study on tech topics. And yeah, other than doing that at home, I feel like doing that at Starbucks is more fun just because there's an atmosphere and, you know, there's a lot of people and, you know, you just get stuck into it. You don't have your own distractions, you're just focusing. It's really nice. And I think one of the most important things whilst you're living alone here is making sure that you keep in contact frequently with your friends and family back at home. So, you know, I try to contact home like each day, but it is hard because sometimes I have to go out, sometimes I do things with friends, and by the time I get home, people are already sleeping anyways in Australia. So yeah, I think it's very important that you keep up with contacts. Even though there's so many people in Japan, making friends here is probably much harder than being at home and, you know, going to meetups and speaking with people who understand English. And, you know, people have different demeanors and standards and cultures here. So, you know, it's one of the journeys of like living here is finding out how do you make friends and, you know, make long-lasting friendships. That's it. So that's what I've been doing in the past 2 weeks. So yeah, it might be different from other people, might be the same, but I definitely have a more geeky, nerdy side of me that I really enjoy, which is going to conventions, anime cons and stuff like that. I just like to go to those places, but I do prefer to go to those places with friends. So definitely bring friends along is the best for those situations, so that you can share and converse over different topics and, you know, go to things, you know, not based on your own, you know, desires as well. Alrighty, until next time, see ya.